What's up, everybody? So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be taking a look at this 511 Rush24 bag, specifically what size laptop it can hold. They recently had a Labor Day sale for 20% off, so I ended up buying it. Truth be told though, I was actually looking for a Rush24 version 1. However, they've been discontinued and I really can't find anything online for a reasonable price for the version 1. One of the big questions that I had, and I couldn't really find any other videos on it, was whether or not a 16-inch laptop will fit. Now, this is made to accommodate up to a 15-inch laptop. Since I have a 16-inch Macbook Pro, that was one of the questions that I wanted to have answered. So I'll go ahead and try to fit the laptop in there and give you a sense of how it fits in here. We're going to be using a couple of different laptops here. I've got, I believe this is a 14-inch HP EliteBook laptop, and of course 16-inch MacBook Pro. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the small one, and just for good measure, I'm just going to throw my glasses case in the dedicated glasses compartment. Alright, so here we go. HP 14-inch laptop, diagonal. Okay, and the first thing I notice is that it hits a snag. Okay, there's a little bit of space between the bottom of this laptop sleeve and the bottom of the bag, but it folds inward on the bottom here and it creates a snag. So when you insert your laptop, it hits that snag, so you've got to really move the laptop ahead of that snag, and you'll see that it drops down ever so slightly. So here it is, and it fits just fine. If I move my glasses case above it, it covers it quite nicely. There's enough room on the sides, so no issue there. So if you wanted to add a padded sleeve to this, it would probably fit and offer a little bit more protection. So let's move on. This is a modern 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I'm going to slide it into the laptop case here. Okay, it's hit that snag, right? Let me just make sure. Alright, so now I've moved it past the little snag. See a little bit of extra space there on the side. You can close it. It doesn't really pinch too much at the very top here in the corners. So if you're wondering whether or not this MacBook Pro will fit, it will fit. Alright, now switching gears here, if I was able to source the Rush24 version 1, I would have used the hydration pocket as a laptop sleeve. Now, I don't have any intentions of using a hydration bladder. I just really don't want to have to deal with keeping up with the maintenance. So if you were ever curious about whether or not your laptop would fit in the hydration pocket here, let's go ahead and take a look. Here's the shape against the back of it. Now you'll see that it overlaps this curve at the very top here, but you'll see that it actually does fit. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and unzip it. This hydration bladder sleeve has a nice sturdy piece of plastic in here that keeps the shape of it, and it's fairly padded on the back here, so you can kind of use this as a makeshift laptop compartment if you had to. And I'm just going to go ahead and slide it in here. The only thing you got to keep in mind is that at the very bottom, it does kind of touch the bottom of the backpack here. So if you drop this bag on the floor, then you might damage your laptop. So just be mindful of that if you're going to use this as a laptop compartment. But here it is. I've slid it in here, so you can wrap around the edges, and it barely fits. I mean, it's in there, and it'll fit just fine for a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's up here at the very top of the zipper, and it's just about all it can accommodate. So if you're wondering, it will fit, but it's probably the maximum that it would go as a 16-inch laptop. If you were looking at maybe throwing a 17-inch laptop in there, I don't think it would fit. Now, one big thing to consider, the Rush24 has two side pockets, and I intend to kind of use these as a water bottle compartment. And you'll see that it really digs into the real estate inside of this bag. Now, one thing I do notice is that with this laptop sleeve, you'll see that the seams here along the side, They're sewn really well and they're really secure. However, these seams are very stiff, and this will affect the amount of space that you can use when you insert a bottle on either side. So you'll see here that I've unzipped this pocket, and if I stick my hand in here, it's being impeded by this laptop spine here, and it's really thick and sturdy. So let me put this laptop in here and see if I can fit some bottles on the side. Got my little sunglasses compartments all filled up with my sunglasses case. Okay, and of course it's not very convenient if you have to take out your laptop quickly, but just keep in mind that this gets in the way a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add some water bottles just to kind of give you all a sense of what that might look like. I have a 10-inch tall water bottle here. The original Swell 25-ounce bottle, which from top to bottom measures 12 inches. I've got a Contigo 32-ounce bottle here, and I'll measure it from the top of the carabiner here to the bottom, and it's about 10 inches. So here we have two 10-inch bottles. We've got a 12-inch bottle here, and then we have a mirror bottle, 27 ounces, and I will measure from the top of the handle, and this is 11 inches tall. All right, so we've got 10 inches, 11, and 12. All right, so with the laptop in here, I'm going to go ahead and insert a bottle, and right away I can feel this spine in the way, but I'm going to go ahead and try. And it's a really tight fit. You can already kind of see the space being taken up by the bottle. This is what I mean. I've got the bottle in here, I've got the laptop spine here. So I don't have the version 1 Rush24, but if I did, I imagine that it would slide in there a lot easier because this thick spine on the side of the laptop sleeve isn't in the way. Okay. All right, so moving on to the other side, I'm going to go with the 10-inch 32-ounce Contigo bottle. Okay, I'm going to slide that in there, and it doesn't want to go in there just because that spine is in the way, but I'm going to try my best to get it in there. And there it goes. It does make its way in there. It is a tight fit, but it's in there. Okay. Alright, so here is a look with two bottles and a 16-inch MacBook Pro in there. Now, of course, you can use your PAL system and attach a MOLLE attachment for a water bottle holder. But for me, I just kind of like to keep it minimalistic and just wanted to see what would fit in there. But clearly, you can see these bulges taking up real estate inside of the bag. But it does fit two very large water bottles in there with enough room for other stuff. Let's move on up to the 11-inch bottle and the 12-inch bottle. I don't think it'll fit anything wider than bottles of this diameter, which are 3 inches in diameter. Okay, so if you have anything bigger, I don't think it'll fit. We're going to try this bottle here, which it measures 11 inches from the tip of this cap to the very bottom. And then this one here is a full 12 inches. We'll start with the mirror 27-ounce bottle. It slides in there just fine. The diameter is a little bit thinner. However, I'm noticing that this cap here, the very top, this cap here is going to give it a little bit of trouble. This is kind of where the zipper ends at the very top here. But I'm going to try to squeeze it in there, and it just barely makes it in there. So 11 inches at the most. Again, it helps if it's tapered at the top, but this makes it in there just fine. The 16-inch laptop still in there. Here we go with the 12-inch Swell bottle. I'm going to try to slide that in there, and I'll leave this open just so you can kind of see what's going on here. You've got this bulge going on, and of course that spine that I was talking about here. But at 12 inches, I can't get it into the entire compartment because the top here, and it's tapered up here at the top, so it's not going to make it. I can already tell there's no point in getting this thing in here. There you have it. So you have a couple of different water bottle sizes in here. I think that 11 inches tall and 3 inches wide in diameter is probably the max that you're going to get out of these side pocket containers. And it does a really good job of kind of hiding the bottle. It doesn't really look like it's too bulgy. Again, you might want to opt for an external MOLLE attachment, but this is just a video that I wanted to make because I couldn't find anybody showing a visual representation of what size laptop fits in these bags and what bottles will fit in here. So in the end, if you're looking for a 511 Rush24 and want to know what fits in there in terms of bottles and laptops, I hope this was helpful for you. You know, this may sway you one way or the other. If you wanted to look into this particular bag, then now you have some sort of sense of what might fit in there. I'm not here to debate the merits of having a laptop sleeve in a tactical bag, but if this was a question on your mind about whether or not your laptop would fit, I hope this gives you a little bit of insight into that. So if you found this helpful and if you wanted to see some other things like this in the future, just hit that like button for me. That'll really help out my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.